passion, and I'm known as the environmental nut in my club, and probably the district as well. So I chair. Oops, there we go. Okay. I chair the environment committee in our club and I've also been the chair of ESRA globally, so I've had a little bit of experience in a number of different levels. So my purpose today is to share with you some ideas of the sort of things that you can be doing in your club. Some very simple things. But what we know is that environment now is one of the 7 areas of focus, and environment intersects with all the other areas of focus. So it's something that we as Rotarians are almost required, I'm sure we need to do something about it. I'll tell you a little bit about our Environment Committee and what we do, and then an exciting new initiative that we are piloting in Australia, which is called the Climate Solutions Initiative. What about that? I'll tell you a little bit about a wonderful project called Growing Futures in Timor-Leste. And then finally, a little bit about the Enviro Club Awards, which I hope won't clash with our District Club Awards, Peter, but we shall work things out. We're all very negotiable. Okay, here's an example of what we can do as a district and in our club. So the Rotary Club of Manningham City is celebrating all the wonderful environmental projects that have been going on for the last 30 years in either 9810 or 98. And we're going to bring together representatives from each of the wonderful initiatives that have been going on. 9810 used to plant trees down there in Beaufort, and we've planted something like 13,000 trees down there. National Tree Day in Manningham, they put up almost, I think, 5,000 trees in a day. Casey, something similar. They're really amazing initiatives. The Glenoroa Land Care Group, they're ready. They have planted 100,000 trees over a period of 30 years. Amazing. Friends of Dandenong Creek, that Barry Vickers is here, he's here tonight, and they've been planting trees along the Dandenong Creek, trying to restore the vegetation around that area. And then finally, Anderson Creek Land Care, where we get down on our knees and we plant little seedlings of bulbs to eliminate the nasty vinca weed that grows up there. And it's just, collectively, it's an amazing accomplishment. So we'll send that information about that. The house has been set now for the 15th of April. That's just an example of some of the things that we are doing in the district committee and one of the events. Now, some of the other things that we can offer you, we can come out to your club and give you this sort of a talk. We can offer you a whole wealth of resources and training programs. We run all kinds of events, and we also have the Enviro Club Awards and millions and millions of project ideas which we've got from all the other clubs around the world. So, oops, sorry, oops, hang on, where have we got again? Can help me here? Oh, go back one, right? Go back. Go back one. There we go. Whoops. Can someone start, please? No? It's not much. All right, buddy. There we go. Okay. So we're up and running again. That won't come in like 10 minutes. One of the things that we're doing just before the Zone Institute conference in Melbourne, which is in Jeff Sheet, we're going to put on a whole lot of different events. It might take you out to show you some of the tree planting initiatives. We can also run a whole environment day of activities and lovely information from all around our district, which is Australia, New Zealand, and Pacific Islands. So great things can be happening here. Okay. Now this is probably one of the most important announcements I can make. We've been trying to get Rotary International to have a real focus on climate. And there's a lot of support internationally and at a very high level within Rotary. But now we have the approval from Rotary South Pacific Council to start a climate solutions initiative as a pilot in our zone. Australia, New Zealand, Pacific Islands. At the same time, we've piloted in Turkey and then lower of Europe. So I'm going to be the coordinator, so I've got all my spare time, so I will have to devote to this. And I'm invited from my club, this district, to be one of the model districts for this initiative. Let me have a bit of a test here. How many of you are concerned about the impact of climate change? We all feel it, don't we? We're all worried about this, and sometimes we feel helpless in the face of this dreadful thing that's happening around the world. What about the fires tonight? And there was like we stayed at Wye River in that caravan park where remember the water just came down the mountain and washed cars out of the sea. Totally unexpected and unprecedented. So we as a district can build something, we can be modelling the sort of thing, the little things we can build on them for all we're doing in our club. Okay, one more question. How many of you have a project in your club that has something to do with the environment? About half. What about clubs that are doing something that can, a project that will relate to climate change, tree planting? So we're not starting at ground zero, are we? We have many clubs, and it looks like the road directors are also very interested and very active. Okay. Have a look at this one. There we go. This is what we believe, and the evidence is getting stronger and stronger. All the research is saying this is what we can expect, not in 100 years from now, but now. If I then have a look at this next one, I'm not going to repeat it because it's a bit grim, isn't it? Okay. This is in summary what science is telling us, not what I think or anyone else thinks. This is what science is telling. Climate change is real and it is happening now. It's having serious impacts on the people and the environment and the very people that we work with. And it disproportionately affects the most vulnerable people. And these are the ones that we work with. So it makes sense that we should be helping them. Now, the good news is that there are solutions. How many of you are driving a hybrid vehicle now? How many of you are driving electric vehicle? Yeah, how many of you have solar panels on the roof of your home? Yay! Well, half the homes in Australia have solar panels. How many of you have the storage batteries in your home now? When I asked you that question 5 years ago, you wouldn't have one response. Things are changing. There are solutions, and I can't stress this enough. There is hope. We should know the time is running out, and we can lead the way as Rotarians. Okay, here's an example of a simple project called Growing Futures in Timor-Leste, organised by the Rotary Club of Melbourne. The idea is that they are helping all farmers plant and maintain trees in Timor-Leste. If those trees then get to a certain age, then they can earn carbon credits, get $70 a tonne. What's more, they can use that income to pay for community projects. It becomes a sustainable initiative. So we're encouraging clubs in our district and around Australia to support this project. 1 minute to go. And here's our Environment Club Awards. We have a number of different awards to reward clubs that are already doing good things. So we have gold, silver, and so silver, gold, bronze, silver, and gold awards. And we also have plus awards as well for those clubs that are very active and would like to also incorporate climate solutions into their program. There's a document that's on your table which will give you more information. And if you'd like to talk to me afterwards, I'll be very, very, very happy to speak to you. And if anybody would like to join our Environment Committee, I'd love to have you on the committee. Please come and see me or one of the other members, Barry Vickers or Melbourne Trinidad. And if anybody knows somebody who might like to go on the Climate Solutions Task Force, also see me as well. Thank you.
and we very much have. We have no Vertical and Veric will be planting 1,700 trees in August this year. And if you are looking to do a tree planting, reach out to your local council because you can often partner with them and get free plants at a site as well.